Chapter 6, First Life. Life is the most complex thing in the universe. There's nothing in nature that even comes close to the complexity of living organisms. In this chapter, we will explore life, and more specifically, how life began. The cell is the simplest unit of life, and it's a very complex machine. Somehow, some 3.5 billion years ago, a cell started on the planet Earth. Yet the surface of the Earth, certainly at its very beginning, some 4.5 billion years ago, looked more like Mount Doom from Lord of the Rings. But then the planet's surface cooled. The question comes to mind, were the conditions appropriate for life? Could it have started spontaneously? And even if the conditions were perfect, how did that take place? In May of 2017, scientists found evidence in Western Australia of perhaps the first life forms. But there are issues if life started at or near the Earth's surface. Many raise the question if the gas content of the atmosphere was appropriate for life to have been created. Others suggest that life might have started in the deep oceans. Some believe that this occurred near thermal vents of the ocean floor, but there are challenges to this as well. But wherever life did start, there remains the challenge of complexity. How complex molecules could have spontaneously come into existence given their precarious environmental conditions. Given these challenges, some have even suggested that life may have been carried here in the form of microscopic creatures from outer space, which again begs the question, where and how did life begin? Beyond the question of where it began, the more important question is how. The key to a cell's complexity has a lot to do with its genetic makeup of its central molecules, DNA and its counterpart RNA, both responsible for building and maintaining the cell. In our current knowledge, we do not know of simpler molecules that would be required for the necessary functioning of the cell. But we will explore these points in this chapter, and again ask the question, did all this take place by chance?